I called it, I called it, I called it, I called it. Last month in my review, I said Hannes would go in for the sacrifice. He would sacrifice his life to save Eren and Mikasa. I called it. He wanted to get his revenge, or he wanted to get his pride back. I called it. He sacrificed himself. Hannes is dead. It sucks. I am sad. I am sad. I am sad. But I called it. I mean, it was kind of obvious, but anyway. Attack on Titan Shingeki no Kyojin Chapter 50. Was this chapter just sad or what? We start off with a quick flashback. I'm glad it didn't drag on. We see Eren is thinking of his mother, and then he thinks of when she got eaten. And then when Hannes grabbed him and ran away. That was a reminder. And then Eren and Mikasa are just on the ground, and it's useless, and Hannes goes up and fights this Titan and says, hey, it's crazy. What a small world we live in. You're back. I'm here. I wanted to regain my pride. I wanted to fight you. And then we go away from that, and shortly, and all these Titans are just everywhere, and Reiner's still throwing more Titans, and Ymir is trying to catch up with Historia, with Connie and Krista on the horseback, and Ymir catches up, and Historia jumps on the back, starts talking with Ymir. Hey, hey, I'm going with her because I believe that if I'm with her, I shouldn't be scared of anything. I won't have anything to fear. Everything is great when I'm with Ymir, so that's just their friendship, their connection, their bonds, and her determination to stay along with him. So it kind of mirrors Eren and Mikasa's determination to stay with Eren. Because whenever Mikasa's with Eren, she feels that the world won't go down. She feels that even if everything else is against her, she has Eren. So that was just a great connection to show between Ymir and Historia, the bonds that they had built up over the past 5 years. But she does feel that she needs to return Krista to those people so that something bad won't happen to her. So what are Ymir? I mean, I feel that Ymir, and she patted Historia on the head and then jumped back to fight the other Titans who were attacking Reiner and Bertholdt. But what are Ymir's intentions? Like, she seems to want to be an older motherly figure, and she seems to adore Historia in more ways than one, and it's just like, what does she truly feel about Historia? It's like she wants to sacrifice and bring Historia to those people, but at the same time, she wants to preserve this relationship with Historia. She doesn't want to betray her, and I feel that she is like a figure who would sacrifice everything to save Historia. So this chapter just really brought back the ideals of sacrifice, and then we also see Hannes get brutally eaten. I mean, it was brutal, and that's just one of the things about Attack on Titan that's so great. The violence that they portray, the deaths that they portray, and then Eren loses his mind. He says, fuck, nothing has changed. We are not getting anywhere. We have not progressed in these past 5 years. It's just like with Mother. Hannes, Mother, I couldn't save anyone. And then Mikasa gives him this encouraging speech. She says, hey, Eren, stop. Thank you for everything. Thank you for giving me this scarf. Thank you for showing me the way how to live. Thank you for just everything you've given me. And this chapter felt really like everyone was gonna die. It just felt like some really bad things were gonna happen. And even Irvin, he's down, you know, he's missing an arm, and he says, hey, we have to keep to the plan. But then that Asian businessman Titan slurped up his subordinate, and everything again. I always say this whenever I'm watching Attack on Titan. I'm pretty sure everyone else does too. Everything always looks so bleak, so hopeless, so down, so distraught, so everything. But there are chances when they have rays of light, rays of way to escape, rays of way to retreat, ways of way to advance, and there's no true victory in this chapter other than regaining Eren. But going back to when Mikasa and Eren were speaking, and the Titan who killed Hannes, who killed Eren's mother, the one that made Eren so hellbent on slaughtering all the Titans, comes down to attack. And Eren, we know that he didn't, at this point in time, he didn't have the capabilities to turn into a Titan. He had no capabilities at this point to turn into a Titan. He was tired. He was still regenerating his body because, you know, his arms got cut off. But he did it. He did something very, at first glance, it looked really retarded. When he went up to the Titan and he punched at it. Like, he went up and punched at it. And I'm pretty sure everyone who saw that was thinking, what the actual fuck did you just do, Eren? What are you thinking? Why would you even do something like that? But then something very, very, very unique and interesting, and something very unique happened. I can't even get the words out to explain it. All of the Titans came to Eren's side. They were on, and it appeared, before I even read the finish, I stopped and thought about this for about 10 minutes before I continued reading. I said, hey, does Eren have this power to control the Titans? And I don't know if control is the right word. I want to say, does he have the power to lead the Titans in his direction? Because when he punched and clashed fists with that Titan, Bertholdt, Ymir, and Reiner all felt it. There was like a shock across their face. They felt it. It was like they knew that something was about to happen, and all these Titans stormed. They stormed the one who killed his mother, and they destroyed him. And then Reiner says something very, 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 very important. For you to have that power, there is no one in this world who should have that power. But for you to have an Eren, you're the most dangerous person in the world to have this power. And I'm assuming this power is to lead the Titans in his lead. From One Piece, I want to say there was this, how Doflamingo has his pace. His own, I don't want to say it's charisma, but he has his own pace. Eren has his own pace in this, and he can lead the Titans to attack anything he so desires. And I don't know if he realized it himself, but first he centered it on that Titan who killed Hannes and his mother, but then he turns around and he centers it towards Reiner. He says, get the fuck away from me, I don't need you. And then all these Titans go swarming Reiner. And then we lead back to the part where Historia is patted on the head by Ymir, and that's showing Ymir's, I want to say, her intimate bonds and how she truly feels about Historia, even though she's constantly saying she needs to turn her in. At the end of the day, she does truly care about Historia. And then she turns around and helps Bertholdt and Reiner with these Titans. So I'm assuming that Ymir realizes that going back inside the walls would be detrimental to her health, to her life. Because they would probably try to dissect her as much as they tried to dissect Annie, who was still crystallized, well, as far as we know. And it was just horrible seeing Hannes die. It was horrible seeing the forlorn expressions on, Jean passed out. He got almost like smashed by a Titan. Armin was like kind of swatting at a Titan, trying to get him away. Mikasa was going to go help. But Eren's ability to lead these Titans, I don't want to say control, but lead them in directions in his favor. What is that? What is that? What is that power? What is that even? What do you think it is? I just think he has some type of charisma, not charisma, some type of thing to lead these Titans, and I believe that you have to be a human who can turn into a Titan to do this, because no one else felt it but Ymir, Historia, and Bertholdt. They felt what he did. They know he did something, but we don't know what that is. And after all these Titans swarm, Bertholdt and Reiner, and then Ymir goes in to help Bertholdt and Reiner. They've retreated at this point, and it's not victory, but it's more into the story. So what happens after this? And at the end of the chapter, they even say there's no time to mourn, there's no time for sorrows, there's no time to do anything. They just have to retreat. And then there was another flashback of Eren punching at Hannes, and that was just showing Hannes is really gone. This isn't like an illusion. Hannes is really dead. So I did call Hannes' death. Not trying to be smug, but I'm completely sad about that. I didn't want that to happen, but it did. So what happens next chapter? Is it just going to be another forlorn chapter where they escape, where they walk away? Like, what's going to happen? Are they just going to come back inside the walls again? Is it going to be a retreat? Are they going to advance and try to go to Eren's basement? I'm pretty sure they're not, because Irvin lost an arm, and there are just so many losses here. As always, there's always a loss, but there's also always a small mystery and also something gained. And I noticed this. There's always something gained when they come back, however small it is. There's something gained. When they went back from the first retreat and the first expedition, the 57th expedition, my bad, and they saw the information with the female Titan, they learned that there were more intelligent Titans and they were inside the walls. This time around, I don't know if they've learned it, but they know. But Eren has this ability to lead the Titans in a certain direction, in his pace. So they always gain something whenever they go on these expeditions. However small, it doesn't seem like it's going to do anything, but as Irvin says, it also leads them one step closer to defeating the Titans and one step closer for victory for humanity. So what's going to happen in this next chapter? Was that thing with Hannes very sad for you? Was that death of Hannes sad for you? was Eren's determination to stop these Titans. Did that speak to you? What do you think is going to happen? What do you think this power is? That's all I have for today. So rate, comment, subscribe. Give me your thoughts on this chapter. Give me your thoughts on what's going to happen next chapter, and have an awesome day.